As of Eclipse version 10, your normal text translation could get a boost from speech recognition. With version 11, the Boost Edit Assistant plugin was made available. And with Eclipse version 12, Boost Edit Assistant is even more powerful and easy to use.
Eclipse lets you set how much help Boost will offer during translation. If this slider is set to 1% or greater, anytime you have a drop or an untranslate, Eclipse can automatically take advantage of the suggestion that's coming from the speech recognition engine. This is how I personally like to use the feature. If you move the slider all the way to the left, it will indicate On Demand. In that case, when you want Boost help, you would need to write a steno stroke that you have defined for this purpose. The spots where Boost has offered help will be readily apparent if you go to User Settings, Display, Color Selections, and scroll down the list until you come to User 8 Color. Pick a background color that you like. I use yellow. If Boost was active during translation, even if you only used it on demand,
then you can take advantage of the Boost Edit Python code plugin. Here I'll go to Manage Plugins, and if you do not yet have Boost Edit installed on your computer, you can always go to Available, to Download, and enable the latest version. You could also download the Batch Speech-to-Text Transcription plugin. Here's how this is helpful. If you took a job and were not able to use Boost at the time of translation, Eclipse can process the audio for you so that you can take advantage of Boost Edit, and this is a new option introduced with Eclipse 12. As of Eclipse version 12, Boost Edit adds to the Plugins menu, along with a submenu that contains items to which you can assign keyboard commands or hyperkeys as you wish.
As you're reading your transcript, you may come across a word that doesn't seem to make sense. And if you look in the AutoMagic suggestions, you may see the Python icon next to a quick replacement that's based on the speech recognition. In this example, I could just press the 1 key for a fast replacement. Looks like I need an answer here too. In the bottom half of this screen, you're seeing a spot where Boost automatically made a correction for a drop or a misstroke. The top half of the screen shows Boost was used on demand, and I did not have time to write my stroke asking for help. Nonetheless, AutoMagic Suggestion 1 is showing me the Boost Edit replacement.
Sometimes the difference between your translated text and the Boost suggestions is more substantial, and in that case, you may see in the AutoMagic Suggestions, number 1, Boost Edit. Since I'm showing the Boost Edit window, which I've positioned in a handy spot on my screen, I can easily see what was understood by speech recognition. The speaker said oil pad site, not oil patch side. I've marked these words in my transcript, and now I can either use the mouse to click on the icon to replace with Boost text, or I can avoid using the mouse by using whatever keyboard command I assign to this function. I've chosen to use hyperkey R for replace with Boost text. The correction is made, and the color lets me know that this was inspired by Boost. As Boost Edit continues to be improved, I like the way it's more and more seamlessly integrated with your Eclipse text. So just as the cursor in your text is synchronized with your steno notes and the underlying dictionaries, so too as you move through your text, you see that the Boost Edit window is looking for the corresponding text in the speech suggestions. And of course, if you want to listen to the audio, just use your normal commands for audio playback.
One question was, does anyone else have any responsibility?
So whether it's a quick correction of a word that I misstroked or dropped, or a more substantial text difference that I'll mark and then replace with Boost text, this is definitely a tool that lets me edit faster.